Yeah, yeah. You ever feel like life just pile up? Bills, pressure, expectations. But somehow we still find a way to laugh. I don't know how we do it, but we do. It's the TBS show, yeah. Where we laugh through the stress. Bills due, but we still coolin'. Yeah, we handle the mess. Argue all day, then we dab it up next. It's the TBS show. Yeah, we keep it too real. If you laughing and learning, then you know the deal.
All right. This is the big question right here. Let me ask you something real quick. If I gave you 100,000 right now, cash, no taxes, no catch, no nothing, or I gave you a college degree, which one you taking? I'm not even gonna lie to you. A lot of y'all would take that money, cause I probably would. Y'all wouldn't even ask no question though. Let's just keep it 100 on that. Y'all wouldn't even ask no question. And that right there, that's the conversation we gotta have today. And this the TBS show, and we really, really talking about something. So let's get into it. Let's just get all the way into it right now. First off, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the TBS show. It's your host, and it is I, Professor Tonebat. You can call me Shacademics. It don't matter. Just know today class is in session, and today lesson might hurt a little bit because we talking college, we talking money, we talking reality. Okay, so let's just knock some of them cobwebs off and let's get this thing rolling. Now, before we get deep into it, I got something big I want to announce. Okay, here in the near future, the TBS show is officially launching an HBCU series. Now, with that being said, when I say we will be launching, it's because here in the future, I plan on going to campuses, talking to real students, getting real stories. But the only difference is right now, we're not waiting to travel to start. We're bringing the students to us. So if you at a HBCU right now, Alabama A&M, Tuskegee, Jackson State, wherever you at, all Business State, can't forget about the 22 and the 9, all Business State. If you are currently going to a HBCU, you can be on the TBS show right now. I mean, it's audio only. It's real talk, no script. Just your experience, because let's be real. People love showing the fun side of college, but they don't show like the part where folks be struggling, being broke. Somebody might be eating noodles for the third night in a row, trying to figure out how you got 3 assignments due in one night. Now, I'm saying this to say this. I did not have the pleasure of attending a HBCU. Would I have loved to? Yes. Was that my route, my path? No. I decided to join the military, do that whole dumb thing right there. But either way, we're talking about it. We're going to talk about it all. So before we even get further into it, because we got plenty of stuff to talk about today. But let's just get into this one too. Because I ain't going to lie, if we starting something like this, we got to stamp it. We got to make it big. We got to make people want to feel a part of this movement, because it's going to be a movement. It's going to be a major, major movement. Okay. So this for all my HBCUs. We got our first official TBS show, HBCU shirt, college font, multicolor. Like this type of shirt you want to walk on campus wearing around. Somebody gonna stop you like, hey, where you get that shirt from? And you tell them, hey, I was on the TBS show. I was on the podcast. You come on the podcast, you get a t-shirt. That's it. You come on the podcast, you get a t-shirt. They're gonna say, hey, well, how can I get them? Hey, you tell them, put them on. And you just look at them. you look at them real seriously, and you say, I go to the TBS show. Cause that's what we on. We building experiences. We building, we building, we building a world. We building an empire. We building a network here at the TBS show. Because when I say network, yes, right now we running a HBCU series, but there's gonna be skits, short films, movies, uh, sports segment. Man, we doing it all. We gonna do it big with this one. We really gonna do it big with this one. So let's get into the real talk of it. Is college still worth it? Pretty good question, pretty big question if you ask me. Is it still worth it? Because uh, I'm not talking about what sound good. I'm talking about like real life because college sometimes feel like a 4-year group project. I mean, it feel like a 4-year group college, and nobody knows what's going on. Like you ever been in I done been in plenty of group projects in in my lifetime, but especially school and military stuff. All that stuff is like a big group project, and everybody's just looking at each other like, so who doing it? Like who's starting? That's college. Like if I could restart life right now, would I go to college? Yeah, but not for the reason that people think. It's not for the degree. It's the environment. It's the people. It's the late nights where everybody suddenly become philosophers. At 2 a.m., everybody got a life plan. But let's be real, most people don't go to college because they got a plan. They go because that's what they told to do. Graduate high school, go to college. Ain't nobody sit down like, yeah, I know exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. Nah, most people ain't even like that. Most people be like, I pick the field that's making the most money this year, or I picked the field, that my parents did, or my dad was a doctor, I'm gonna be a doctor, things like that, instead of, going for what they actually wanna go for, you know. And then it's the whole degree versus money thing. Like now, let's go back to that question. I give you 100K and the skill or a degree. I know me, I'm taking that 100K and the skill, because with the skill, I can build some, I can flip it, I can create income. With the degree, I might still be applying for jobs, waiting on emails, hoping somebody pick me up. I mean, that's just the nitty gritty of it. That's just life. You get that degree. Yeah, you got the degree. You got that paper that say you took 4 to 6 years of your life to achieve the ultimate goal of receiving this piece of paper in lieu of hoping to go into your field, your job that you went to, that studied your degree for. And a lot of people don't even do that. A lot of people just get the paper, because once you get that degree, it's kind of like a big thing for some jobs where they like, oh, he got a degree, he took the time, or he's a very you can say studious, or somebody who's like, oh, well, if they hunker down for 4 to 6 years to get this degree, I know I can hire them, and they gonna stick around for about 4 to 6 years because it's already driven into them. That's how that's how some companies look at it. But I'm gonna say it like I just did. Most people don't even use that degree. They just go to school for them 4 years, graduate, end up doing something completely different. Like how you go from biology to running a clothing brand. That degree ain't got nothing to do with clothing. By you learning biology, the study of life. I can break down the bio and then the ology part, because I know that it's the study of life. You went from the study of life to running a clothing brand, unless your clothing brand is called the study of life or something like that. But it's completely opposite. And that's normally what happens with people who have degrees. And then for real, college, low key, is not about the education. You're gonna get it. As long as you know, doing what you're supposed to do in class, showing up, turning in your stuff. That's college. You good. You gonna make it. But it's about the connections you make along the way. Because the information, you can learn that online. You can go on YouTube. They can teach you a full course right now. What's the other one? It's another one they got out. It ain't, I can't think of it. But it's some website online where they actually teach you everything that you can learn in school. But instead of you taking them 4 to 6 years, it's taking you 3, 4, maybe 40 hours, something like that. Like YouTube, like I said, YouTube teaching full courses right now. But the people, that's what matters. Like that one person you meet that might have a dad, or uncle, or cousin that's working in a great field, or in a place where they can put you in a good position to be successful in life. That's the part that matters. Them connections, the people you meet, the bonds you create, the friendships you start, that type of stuff. Is I feel is important for college if you're going. Like if you gonna do it, because it could change your whole life in like a minute, in a flash. So make sure, like I say, if you going, go go for what you want to go for. Go for yourself. Don't let nobody pressure you into doing it just because they say, "Hey, you grown. You finna go do something. You ain't finna sit around my house. You ain't finna just eat up my food. You finna go to this school and you finna get your education and you finna be successful." Like that stuff you hear commonly, commonly, especially in some black households. So you got all of this going, and you're in school, you're doing all of that. The thing is, you're not you're coming straight out of high school, going into college, going into a place where it's gonna either make you an adult or, yeah, just make you an adult, hopefully. And you hoping for the best, of course. And then, you doing it and you hoping that, okay, well, maybe after this, there is life after college. Cause I can, instead of these parties, and man, I got two homeboys that majored in engineering. My degree doesn't directly affect what they learned, or it doesn't apply to what they learned. But because I had that degree and I know them, they can put a word in for me. Now I'm working over here with the engineers, but I got a bachelor's degree in sewing or knitting or whatever. Like it's the connections, man. You build them good connections, man. You locked in everywhere all over for life if you get them connections put, you know. But that's something you work on. Like I can't tell you how to be a people person. I can't tell you how to go out here and meet these folk. I can't tell you how to go out here and build them connections. That's really up to you and how you do it. Because those things always and will forever be important to me. Because if I wasn't so shut off and shut in and to myself and introverted, as they say, I know a whole bunch of more people and I'll be able to get a whole bunch of stuff done. Not saying I can't without it. I can. And a lot of times I figure out a lot of stuff on my own. But sometimes I just be wanting to know, hey, cool, I can't figure that, but I got a homie. Or like my brother-in-law who knows how to do all this cinematography stuff when it comes to these short films and skits. Like anybody can shoot a skit on their phone, but just to know, hey, if you're doing a short film, if you're doing a movie, you got to get your angles right. Then once you filming your next part, let's just say it's me doing my own show, my own movie. But I'm the only I'm the only actor, so I'm playing multiple characters. You got to know how to do the angles. You got to know how to time it. You got to know how to edit it. All that stuff. That stuff my brother know how to do, but and I know how to do it to a certain degree. But because he's more skilled, he's more knowledgeable in what I'm trying to get accomplished. I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna learn it from him. Yeah, I can go on YouTube. Yeah, I can go on that other website I can't think of right now where they teach you whole degrees on the computer. Once you like that is what I would call having that connection. I got a good connection because I got him. Him I can turn to and be like, hey, can you show me how to do this or whoop whoop stuff like that. That's why I say having them connections are important, very important. But enough on that. Now let's get into the college sports thing. Now, did I play college sports? Nah. Do I follow it and watch it closely? Yeah, I do. Because not only do we have students that may be struggling to make it through college for them 4 years, got to get out here, get these work studies, make a little money just to get a little money on in the pocket. Go out here, work at Papa John, do whatever Little Caesar. My nephew do. My nephew go to college. He work at Little Caesar, something like that. But that's just on the normal student aspect, man. If we get into these athletes, which we finna get into right now, we finna get into these athletes right now because we just talked about regular students, but nobody ever talks about the students that actually getting paid, the athletes. And the NIL with the NIL bread good. That's that loan money. That's that good. You know how crazy it would be to be 18, 17, 19-year old in college, 20-year old in college with bands, meals, because you an athlete. And then you know how it look, and then you be like, oh man, such and such got an NIL deal. Oh, such and such got NIL deals will have you thinking these students are rich. Like every athlete is rich, but not all of them. Now the NIL it is helping, but it's not, but it's helping the top players, the ones with followers, the ones on TV. Everybody else still regular students with extra pressure. Now the NIL sound good. But just know, just because you a five basketball player, football player, baseball player, yeah, everybody don't get that deal. And everybody ain't gonna get that deal. And then if we being honest about it, some athletes be more focused on content than they actual game. Like, are you in the gym or are you filming TikToks? Which one you doing? Like, I just need to know a little something. Most time when I do find a player that catch my eye, and I be like, okay, yeah, this one might be the one that go all the way. And I follow, study on them. I'm like, okay, this is a good student, good athlete. Okay, cool. But what you doing? You putting it. Are you making highlight reels? You putting TikToks out, or are you focusing on your studies, preparing for that next level? You putting in that work, or you just playing? But anyway, let's get back to the HBCU. And the talent is there. It's real talent. But the exposure is definitely not the same. And what I always say, it's not about the talent. It's about who see you. Real talk. It's about who see you when it comes to that talent. Like for real. You can be the best. You can be the best. I know some cats I went to school with, South Georgia man. Dogs on that court. Beast. But because of where we went to school at, it wasn't no exposure, wasn't nobody looking. When nobody coming to South Georgia, a little bit of time called Edison, Georgia, watch nobody hoop, man. Now, like after we won a couple state championships, yeah, a few folk went on to college, got picked up, but not everybody. And it's about who see you. That's the main thing. It's about who see you, what kind of following you got, what kind of star status do you got. But I do got a question though. Just a little quick tidbit in my look, because technically this is my sports segment, but I ain't really segue into it like I was supposed to. But let's just slow it down right now. Let's just do this real quick. Let me ask, who's the best NBA player under 25 right now? Just be honest. Just be honest, because it's my little sports section, so I need to know who is the best NBA player under 25 right now. Because you add me, I'm going with Ant-Man and Edwards, because he got the skill. That boy got that Atlanta swag. You can tell that boy from Atlanta. And he do not care letting you know that boy gonna say what he want to say, how he want to say it, when he want to say it. You can't teach that. That you gotta be born with that. So if we going, so drop down in the comments or get at me. Let me know who is the best NBA player under 25 right now. Because if you asking me, I'm going with Ant-Man all day. Now, another question. Who y'all got winning the finals? Because it really, boy, it's kind of crazy right now looking at it. Got injuries coming up, all this stuff happening right now. Who you got winning the NBA finals? I got the Celtics. JT back. Once JT came back, boy, it was over. I was a little hesitant on it, a little scared, because I'm like, man, you just came off an Achilles tear. You can't have one of the fastest recoveries we've seen, and you ready to get back out on that court. But I would have been traumatized, honestly. That's me, though. That's me. But hey, I give it to him. Hats off to him. That boy a real baller. That boy a real baller. To suffer uh, Achilles tear and then to come back and be performing like you never left. Like they still, even though you coming off of that injury, they still gotta add you to the sky report. Boy, that's cold. Off of injury, like KD done did it. Clay kind of did it, so somewhat, but it wasn't the same. Clay really didn't come back the same, but he had different injuries. But KD made a full recovery, came back, killing like he ain't never left. That's always gonna be cold to me. But yeah, I got the Celtics winning the finals because they just too complete. They got like all the pieces they need. Everybody do what they supposed to do. Everybody, even the players, man, Peyton Pritchard, I said it wrong. Peyton Pritchard be going off on them folk, boy. He'll give you a quick 18, 8, 20. Him and White, but if JT and JB ain't going off, they ain't nothing to worry about, because you got Pritchard, you got Hauser come in and get hot off the bench. Man, they got too many weapons, and the fact that these weapons ain't even all-stars or superstars is scary, because these are players that you ain't even thinking about. But we'll get back to that one. But now I got another question. This one's one for my HBCUers. And let's be honest with it when we saying, what HBCU got the best parties? Now, I ain't never been in them, but I need to know your feedback. Come in the comments. Matter of fact, get on the show. Email me, and I will drop my email. I drop my email in the link when I post this. Email me, let me know where HBCU got the best parties. Cause I ain't never been. I ain't gonna never go. I'm way too old for all that. But we giving shine, we giving notoriety to these HBCUs. And I need to know who got the best parties. Cause I can't say band. I can say bands. I used to be in the band. That's a little tidbit y'all ain't know. I used to be in the band. So when I be watching all these homecomings and these bands, they be going crazy. Like, yeah, that's I missed that. I remember that. So, next question: who got the best band? But I want to be live when that come through. I want colleges to hit me up, say, "Hey, we need you to pull up. We can show you band. We can show you something." I need them to call me, let me know. And if you at a HBCU right now, or you know somebody, please send them this episode. Tell them to tap in with the TBS show. We are now on Instagram, and our Instagram handle is TBS show, the TBS show 229. So if you want to be on it, if you're at a HBCU, you want to get on here, you want to talk your trash, you want to rep your school, you want to get on here, you want to just shout out your classmates, shout out your friends at the school, man. Tap in with me. Tap in with me, and you spread the word. Tell them to tap in with me. Tell them to tap in with the TBS show. Because as of right now, before we start doing these tours, before I touch foot on the campus, we bringing students on right now. Met some student last night at Cookout. Give me a little cookies and cream milkshake. And they were lit. They read my shirt and I said, "What you talking about?" I'm talking about everything. And they said, well, you got something to talk about. We want to get on there. We want to talk. Get on here. Talk to me. Talk to me. Get on here. Tap in. Talk to me. Spread the word. Got to start off where I'm at. We got the great Alabama A&M right down the road from me. So we gonna start off there. But right now, before we step foot on there, I want y'all to tap in with me. Let's get on the show. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's talk. Because everybody got something to talk about. But before you go, this ain't just a podcast. Now, please just remember that this is the TBS show. We building something bigger, a platform, a network. And we just getting started because we really talking about something. But hey, until next time, man, get up with me. Talk to me. And this is the TBS show. I'm out.